Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Steve and Steven podcast. I'm Steve.
I'm Steven.
And today we've got a lot to talk about. So I've got quite the sad tale to talk about. Tale for The Whale. I went to go see The Whale last weekend with my wife. Great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen any Darren Aronofsky movies before?
I don't think so.
He made Requiem for a Dream, Black Swan. That's Natalie Portman, Mila Kunis.
I know the movie. I haven't seen it.
Okay. Do you know who Mila Kunis is? I'm just kidding.
All right.
Oh, folks, that's what we do around here. Yeah.
And now we're back.
Yeah, there we go. He makes some like tragic movies, I guess. Those are all like sad movies.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought The Whale was pretty good because, sometimes when I'm watching a movie, it's hard for me to kind of care about the characters and what they're going through.
Mm-hmm.
But because The Whale has such a small cast of 6 characters, and that's including one character who's like on screen for like 10 seconds and one set, you get like the full scope, like the good and the bad of every character. And it really like sucks you into the whole plot, and his fat sucks you under too. But every actor in the movie, they did a great job on their performance. And the only thing I knew about the movie was that it started off with him masturbating to gay porn. And that was it. But yeah, it was a great movie. I don't know. I know it was kind of like a meme for Brendan Fraser to be coming back, but it was like, yeah, legitimately good. Now, the sad thing about the movie was, so the movie ends. My wife and I, we kind of need to take a second because it's a very, very emotional movie. She's bawling. I didn't cry, by the way. But we were sitting next to another young couple. That girl, she's bawling. And I guess when the credits start to roll, my wife told me this afterwards. She said, did you hear what the guy said with the couple sitting next to us? And I said, no. She goes, right when the credits started to roll, he like leaned over to his girlfriend and was like, that wasn't Puss in Boots. If I would have known, I would have asked that guy to be the third mic. We would have almost had a third mic, but we don't have one. So
could have been Stevie.
Yeah.
Stevie.
Exactly. Like move over AI, Roger Ebert. Like we've got this guy, the Puss in Boots o-meter instead of the tomato meter for Rotten Tomatoes.
I forgot there was a new Puss in Boots out.
I did too. You know, he was on Hot Ones. They like did an animated segment where like Sean Evans is like pretending to like interview him.
That's pretty funny.
He's like, so when you've gone throughout your 8 lives, how does it feel like you're going to be living out this 9th life as a cat? And he's like, Sean, that is hot, spicy. Did you know I'm Chinese? No. How is it not cannibalism? Just kidding. Puss in Boots if you were Chinese.
Yeah.
Hello. That's right. So retarded. But I was watching the behind the scenes. The SD card got full. So we're like rehaving these conversations, by the way. For those of you who weren't in the room to hear us talk about the SD card getting full, Matt Walsh, he had this article saying like it's fat phobic for Brendan Fraser to play a fat guy. And then I saw this other YouTuber.
Wait, who's Matt Walsh?
Matt Walsh is one of the guys from the Daily Wire.
He's the gay one, right?
He's the gay.
No, Michael Knowles is the gay one.
Yeah, Michael Knowles is the gay one.
I say is gay.
Matt Walsh is the trans. Walsh is trans.
Okay. He's best known for becoming a woman and then going, what's a woman?
Yeah. What's the deal with a woman? No, wrong Jew. Anyway, moving on. I found this YouTube channel. It was like fat person culture reviews or something. And she was talking about The Whale. And she had this article that was like praising Brendan Fraser for his performance. But if she took her article and just swapped Matt Walsh, they both would have been happy. They would have had the article they needed.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Was Matt Walsh doing the gay conservative thing of making a point, though?
Yeah.
Like the way he was making a point of this is fat shaming?
No, his point was like cancel culture has gone so far that someone can't play a character in a movie.
Wait, so he was defending Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't follow that, I guess, either time that we went through that.
I mean, either way, it's like surface level sludge. So I don't know. It's like you have the person who's like in the institution, pushing out the sludge and like the stupid take on the opinion. Like, just watch the movie. Like,
exactly.
Who cares? Like, whatever. And then you have the retarded fat person making the video, pretending to be offended. Like, I don't know. What
would you give the movie out of 10?
Probably like 8.5. they couldn't have had like an actual fat person play because the fat person would have purposely messed up all like the food eating takes, you know, so they just get a bunch of free food. So I understand why Darren Aronofsky didn't want to have an actual fat person there. Oh, I had a joke here about, I was going to play like fat bastard and be like, here's a scene from the movie. Get in my belly.
I remember like every year when that, you know, because the third movie came out in like 2002 or 2000, somewhere between 2002 and 2004. And whenever I remember when it came out, and I just remember for like the last, well, since then, I just go to that Wikipedia page for a sequel, and it's just like Austin Powers. Mike Myers has been talking about it for forever. I don't think we're ever going to get it. So we just get the fucking shitty Dr. Evil on Jimmy Fallon.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was
clapping
so bad.
back at Trump. Even I'm not that evil.
He's like, you're a part of Trump's campaign. So you've been putting the kids in cages. Jimmy Fallon, I'm not a monster. Okay. Even though 2 minutes ago in my bit, I said I was friends with Hitler. You know, it's like Trump's worse than Hitler, but doing the same character for 30 years in perpetuation with no growth in your ability to perform, I would say that's more egregious. That makes you a failed artist. That makes you more like Hitler than Trump, if you ask me.
Amen. We'll have to spend like forever talking about Austin Powers. Okay, what's up?
Last thing about him, though, we did get some word, something that I was a little disappointed at this week. So we had this video. It got some views. For those of you who don't believe in Steven, our recent clip about Quentin Tarantino, we got a comment that said really nice stuff from Sir Michael Caine. I was so shocked.
Sir Michael Caine?
So I thought. So I replied to him. I said, thank you, Sir Michael Caine. It's an honor. We loved your work in Austin Powers and Goldmember, right? He says, I feel like he thought that I was actually retarded because I said...
Well, yeah, because he responded like you were being serious.
I think if I would have said like Batman, he might have been like, oh, he's joking. But like he said Austin Powers and Goldmember, like this guy's actually...
I don't know. Like I think it's pretty obvious that you were joking. I mean, you would just have to think you're a retard for us to actually think the real Michael Caine.
And so he responds, he goes,
Michael Caine.
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid I'm not actually Sir Michael. I am a fan. However, my thoughts were genuine. Thumbs up. And someone else comes in and they reply, whoosh. That was Robert De Niro. He goes, whoosh. You're laughing. I can't do a Robert De Niro impression.
Me neither, but that was great. So, and that was actually the real Robert De Niro that commented with the correct spelling and everything.
He has yet to say it wasn't him. So, but I didn't reply to him.
We don't know any better.
Yeah, we don't know. So thank you, Sir Michael Caine. Thank you, Robert De Niro.
Nice to get some positive feedback from celebrities, not from nobodies on the internet.
Exactly. Yeah. Love it.
Love it.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Beautiful. Thank you, Kanye. Is there a way to naturally segue back into Coppercab?
It was supposed to be a cow mooing for beef of the week.
That's not the one I thought it was. I thought it was this one. Fucking.
You gotta hold it.
Oh boy! It has just been revealed.
Coppercab has passed away. Just kidding. He didn't die. He didn't have a soul to begin with.
No, he's just bald now.
Yeah.
That's devastating to see.
His hair's on his chinny chin chin. Mm-hmm. I tried to get us back into Coppercab. We'll talk about Coppercab. What is he up to? What's he doing? We know what he's up to. We know what he's doing. You know, some like pudgy people have that weird thing with their like bottom lip and they get like a lisp, and that's what he has. He's like, they have sauce. I don't know. It's like some people just have a fat bottom lip.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I love that. It's beautiful. Yes, let's do it.
Fat lip.
Fight me, Harold. So now he's like a boxer.
Balder! Hey, baby. How are
So he's
you
just
doing,
beating up a
Harold?
dummy.
You fucking asshole! Yeah, didn't expect to be seeing me anytime soon.
He's gonna full Joker.
Well, guess what? I'm back from making regular videos. And I thought my first one would be directed at you! I saw the video!
This is like the same energy as that like one guy on TikTok, the cool dude 4532 or whatever.
You posted today! You would have gone extradited. You listen to me! You can travel to the ends of the fucking world! My lawyers could find you, Harold. They could find you. Yeah. Oh, what's this, Harold? Oh, what's this?
So I think he just plays that character now, and that's like his whole life. So if he gets married and has kids and the kids are like, what do you do for a living? Or they just stumble upon his videos.
Yeah.
What's worse than that? Like finding out that your dad is like this. What's up?
Gotcha.
YouTuber or that your mom's like a porn star.
Probably
Probably the mom being a porn star. That's probably worse.
yeah.
But I mean, they're both bad. What if they're both your parents?
Coppercab and Lisa Ann are my parents.
Yeah. You're the son of those two.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. The Xbox will be shutting off in about 5 minutes. I tried to get a sound of a cow mooing for beef of the week, but should we segue into beef of the week?
Sure. My beef of the week. We're back at it again. Bob fucking Barker.
What the heck?
I know. You already know.
You know what? Actually, this is a curse because the last episode, like episode 3 when we talked about Bob Barker, something happened with the recording of the SD card and we had to start again. We start talking about him now. We have to re-record.
Well,
is that why he's your beef of the week?
That's why he's my beef of the week.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
He's my beef of the week because, again, I'm watching Old Price is Right because I've got nothing else to do. And I'm watching it. So I'm watching The Price is Right. And he calls down, Michael, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Okay, Michael comes down and then Bob looks at him and he goes, Michael, you must weigh 263 pounds. He's like a fat guy.
Yeah.
And Michael's like, no, you're close. And Bob's like, oh, is it lower or higher? Okay, then he puts in his bid. He doesn't get it. Next time around, he calls him again. Michael, last time I said you were 263, and you said close. Now, if it was over that, you would have said that's too high. But because you didn't, it must be higher. So it's 272 pounds.
Damn, he read the 48 Laws of Power. He knew that tactic.
He alphaed the fuck out of him. And that's really what Bob does. And I hate him, but it is a little mesmerizing.
Mm-hmm.
So sometime, if you're bored people, this includes you, Steve.
Okay.
Get your fucking Pluto TV apps, go to the game show section, find Price is Right, and just watch the Barker era for hours on end.
Do they acknowledge like season finales, or do they have seasons? Or
No,
is it just
I think it's continuous, like a continual run.
Gotcha.
No, they do. Well, I don't know. They say they put it in seasons, but I don't think they acknowledge like a finale.
Mm-hmm.
So
welcome to Pilot. Welcome to the pilot. Who's the pilot? This guy, our first contestant.
That'd be great.
That's what we do. I got a little too excited with like the free flow right there and just random phrase that had nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Oh, that's most of my dialogue.
My beef of the week is something I heard someone say earlier this week in the office. So they were talking about how they read a news article that was saying that like a soda, a bottle of soda is still 89% water. So they can count that for their liquid intake instead of water. And like this person went to college, they got a degree, they've been working at this office for years, and they say that out loud. And
yeah, that's very stupid. I've heard the same thing with like coffee before too, where people will say it with coffee.
Like, it doesn't dehydrate you. Really? Have you drank coffee? Like I mean, it's a diuretic, but like if I had coffee before we recorded, you would just hear like,
yeah.
Oh no, I'm getting my water from my coffee. Okay, say that to people who run marathons,
I will say this. I went through a long stretch of my life where I like never drank water, and I did drink tons of soda.
So I guess it works.
So yeah, I don't know what to say. I will say that I did feel dehydrated, but I didn't know about it for about 5 years, and then I realized I need to drink water. Now I only drink water pretty much.
Nice. I think in America though, we do drink like more water than people like in Europe and just like the rest of the world. We're like oversold like water, like drinking like a gallon of water a day. I think that's like a little overkill. You don't need that much water, but you certainly don't need to sub it out with like soda. Like I mean, like how stupid do you have to be? Like seriously, okay, we'll get to this. We got to this in the earlier recording. Slavery. Now, I'm okay with us bringing back slavery.
Yeah.
We did it wrong the first time. This time, there's just going to be like a set of rules. If you're someone who believes you're still getting your water intake because you've drank a 2-gallon big gulp, you would be one of the new slaves. People like that.
I've had the same thought, not with slaves, but I've just thought like, the people that do just any of the annoying things of driving, the people that fucking stop past a stop sign every time. Like I just wish that there was a way for me to flip a switch, and it's like people that 65% of the time go past the stop sign just die, and those people are gone from our memories and they're vanished.
Yeah.
They can be slaves, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really going to fight against it.
Yeah.
But people that do stupid stuff, let's just get rid of them.
Yeah. Which I guess when I think about it, somebody who like, again, genuinely believes that they can drink their soda for hydration, like they're not going anywhere anytime soon. So they're probably already a slave to the Funko Pops and whatnot. So
yeah,
I don't know. But I just beef of the week, beef of the lifetime, really. But you can get hydration from other things like from fruits and whatnot. So
and I'm sure all those people are eating fruits.
Yeah.
They're really worried about fruit when they're justifying drinking soda over water.
I tried oranges, I tried watermelon, but it's not as good as Diet Coke. So I don't know. And the way he said it too was like, so actually it's like this like NASA discovery thing. Like,
yeah.
Well, bet you didn't know this.
I hate that. That's the people that hear the bullshit online, like the fucking mental floss. Like you can actually get a lot of fucking.
Yeah. Did you know if you counted all the microbes in your balding head, you'd still be a fat retard? It's like, all right. So beef has been cooked. What's for dinner, folks? The recorder's too far away from my hand to like smoothly hit some. That's right.
I can reach it.
We talked about that 90s show whenever the trailer dropped, and there's a new piece of promotional material out. So we're going to watch it because we like that 90s show, I think. We like that 70s show.
I like Red Foreman.
So let's try and not get all stressed out this time.
You
Don't
fucking
worry.
trannies.
I woke up early to get a head start. Oh my
What
God,
lives
it's 7
matter?
a.m. I haven't deviled a damn thing.
Hey there, hi there, ho there.
That's right.
Yeah, everybody loves
And
him.
it just got longer.
Bob, you made it.
I've got a long dick. Bob comes in, and it just got longer. What's he
You
going to
knew
say?
about this?
And you didn't, and that's why he's here.
So they're not neighbors anymore.
I brought you
I
some
know, it's
fresh
sad.
Florida oranges. I used them as a
Okay.
pillow on the plane, so if you find any curly hairs in there, that's me.
Well, I am just gonna put these in the dishwasher.
Man,
What's he doing in Florida?
I don't know. Bob is one of the best characters though on the show.
He is.
Red and Bob are probably the two funniest characters.
They are, yeah.
Although I like Kelso. Kelso was always funny, like how dumb he was. But
I'm trying to think. Okay, I was mixing up a scene with Drake and Josh whenever they were looking up like how to make the hottest salsa or something, and they were going to use the Peruvian puff pepper. And Drake is like, it says here it can only be found in South America. And then, laugh track, and Josh has his stupid America.
what was his? What was the best part about those shows was the alternate versions of things that actually exist, like the pear pods or whatever.
Yes.
But what was the game? What was the gaming console that Josh or probably
the Game Sphere instead of the GameCube. Yeah. The way that they have Drake and Josh play the game, like they don't turn the console on. They pick up the controller and then it's like the console's booted, the game has been selected, and like boom, we're going. And then it's like if I were to imagine,
nobody else ever noticed that, but you. I'm just telling you
well,
right now.
if I were, it's like if you looked at the
never noticed
screen,
that.
if you could see what Drake and Josh were seeing on the TV, it's like the screen was saying like mash every button rapidly or your family dies, because that's how they play video games in
I know.
TV shows. So they don't type on the computer like that though. So I don't know what it is about.
Yeah.
We have to walk around the room. We haven't even gotten into our bulk topic, our Steven Crowder.
Oh yeah, louder with Crowder.
Oh yeah, he made some announcement on Twitter. He said that he was going to make a big announcement in a day, which I feel like if you have big news, if you have,
I mean,
if you have that, the worst way to like sell it to someone is to put like a timestamp on it. Like the biggest thing is about to happen tomorrow, by the way. I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow. It's like, well, is it that important? If you got to wait a day?
right. And what was it?
That I believe many of those in charge
Ooh.
in the right-leaning media are actually at odds with what's best for you, the viewer, the customer, and more importantly, the country. We here at Mug Club, we thought that we were all in this together, that we were fighting the media, entertainment, industrial complex. We thought that we were all genuinely taking it to big tech. But too many of those in charge of the big conservative
Wait,
platforms.
let's go back. I want to see his face when he
are
says, I want to see how dog
verifiably
whistling
in bed- the
towards
big
my people
conservative
he's being right now.
platforms,
I'm
are
Jewish.
verifiably in bed with them, big tech. But too many of those in charge of
He's trying
the
to
big
not say
conservative
it,
platforms are verifiably in bed with them. Big tech is in bed with Big Con.
though.
The people you thought,
Damn, you're so
people I
enlightened.
thought were fighting for you. A lot
Oh.
of it has been a big con. Now, I'm specifically avoiding naming names or going after individuals.
Which is what Kanye did. That's why he was just saying the Jews. So this is a good tactic here is to
Oh, yeah.
In this video, because I genuinely hope that those I'm addressing, and you know who you are,
he wants to keep his bank
have a change of
account.
heart. It's never too late to do the right thing. Guys,
So that's it. So basically what he's saying is like pretty much like every media company, when they have a pundit, they make them like sign a contract.
Yeah.
And the contracts are insane. The contracts that people sign, I get that those people are kind of like lured into it, but in the age of the internet, they choose to sign it.
Yeah.
You know? So it just takes a bunch of compensation out that they would normally get, and they're not allowed to like use their name and likeness to make any other money on the side. I mean, they're pretty shitty, but again, they choose to sign it. Also, it's just weird that I guess I'm sure it's a good thing or whatever, but I mean, I just can't help but go through the Rolodex of like the most retarded shit that Steven Crowder's ever done.
Yeah, well, first off, he's a huge pussy because what does this even do?
Yeah,
like, honestly, I mean, that's just it. Everybody that follows these different like conservative groups are like, don't get that they're just funded by whoever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying the Jews.
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying Crowder's necessarily saying that, but they're all like in business, you know, they don't
Yeah.
care about like people.
Right.
So I don't know. That's like the first thing where, so if you're going to call people out, like call out the Daily Wire, talk about how Ben Shapiro is a fucking.
Well, I think that's what it is. Like, I don't think he was meaning Jews. He was just like, he's friends with a
all
lot
right,
of
let's
them.
get off the Jews. That's fine. My point still is call out whoever the fuck you're going to call out. Don't be a pussy about
Yeah.
it. Like, just say whatever it is. So like, and again, like even if he has somebody specifically in mind, he's not directing his audience to stop viewing those things. So
Right.
if he's talking about Fox News or other smaller outlets like Daily Wire, why would you not like point them out?
Yeah.
If you think that their interests aren't aligned with yours.
I think it's because in the whole video, his solution is like, well, I'm starting my own company where I'm not doing that.
Okay. So it's all really just for him to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if he says it's Daily Wire, then someone would go, okay, I just avoid Daily Wire. You know what I mean?
Doesn't he already have his own company?
The Mug
he-
Club. Blimey, it's a bloody Mug Club.
Okay.
And also, like, don't talk about like the fall of the country if like your group's called Mug Club. I mean, you got to get a different name,
I don't even know what's Mug Club.
like mug, like a coffee mug. It's like the subscribers would get a mug to
Oh
show
my
that
God.
they're really louder.
It's
with
his
Crowder.
leftist tears,
Yeah.
but his says loud with Crowder.
Yep.
Honestly, if you watch any like political stuff, and I don't even know.
It's gay. It's gay to
Yeah,
watch.
I don't know. I've never understood real. I mean, I did at one point, I guess, but I don't understand what you really can extract. If you already have your opinion and then you go to listen to Ben Shapiro every day,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. I want to hear what Ben says about it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm sure you have fucking Down syndrome, but okay, I don't know.
They never even have good takes either. It's always exactly what you would expect. Which again, I guess that's like the bell curve of like intelligence. It's
You know
like,
what we should do? Actually, we're going to do this right now. We're going to make this statement. The other podcasts out there, guys, they don't have the best interest in mind.
they truly don't.
And that's why you should funnel all your money to us.
Yes.
You should subscribe. You should make at least 3 accounts and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now we have nearly 0 subscribers. I've had to make 120 accounts for all of our fake subscribers. Yeah, I don't know.
Those people who, and I don't, again, we're not trying to name names. we don't name names around here.
Yeah, we never name drop.
Some of the other podcasts that have elements of comedy and reading, they may not have your best interest in mind, and they can still change.
Did we do the Robert De Niro on this recording? Or
Oh shit, no, we didn't. And if you're someone who says, Steven, you guys don't seem very legit. Might I read some fan mail on our Quentin Tarantino clip? Sir Michael Caine commented. He says, "Really nice stuff." And so I reply, or Steven, doesn't matter who it is, go, "Thank you, Sir Michael Caine. It's an honor. We loved your work in Austin Powers and Goldmember. And he replied back. He wrote back. He says, ho, ho, ho. Sorry, I'm afraid I'm not actually Sir Michael. I'm a fan. However, my thoughts were genuine. So, and then someone else comes in. They go, whoosh. Trump. That sounded too much like Trump.
Whoosh.
Whoosh.
Whoosh right over your
Robert
fucking head.
De Niro.
The Robert De Niro?
The Robert De Niro.
The real one, though, this time.
Yes.
The Michael Caine was a fake.
We have no reason to
but-
believe this guy is not actually Robert De Niro because he didn't say he wasn't actually Robert De Niro.
Okay. I'm waiting for him to admit it, but I'm
Exactly.
going to hold out hope that it's the real Robert De Niro.
Actual. Until we say otherwise, we believe it's him.
Can you do a Robert De Niro impression?
I can do the face, which doesn't help. I just squint. What's something he was? I'm gonna drive the taxi. I'll
Yeah.
drive the taxi. I can't. No. And the last recording, it was obvious I couldn't do it. Yeah, you get the idea. Okay. We're actually both autistic. We just do the podcast. We do 10 takes of the same podcast with the same content.
We love just repeating the same podcast over and over and over.
Back to Steven Crowder. Here's his stand-up. Here's like the only bit
Oh
of
yeah,
stand-up I could
we have
find.
so much more to make fun of him for.
yeah.
I would just
Time to listen up, you silly liberal fruitcakes. Oh. I came out here, I wanted to tell some jokes. Let's do some reality checks here. Do you have any idea, sir, how pathetic it must be to be you? These people wanted to come out and have a good time, hear a few jokes and thoughtful discussion, but your head pops off the pillow in the morning with, oh, how can I be a professional victim today? Let me go in.
The funny thing too about his stand-up, it's like he only watched Dane Cook's stand-up special, and that's how he learned how to move. It's like, yeah, he's the real comedian.
he just bends to a fucking 90-degree angle.
And like, what is with all of the like conservative comedians who have like no stand-up? Like Dave Rubin has one stand-up special where he's reused all the material from all of his open mics, and he would call himself a comedian. I don't know if he still does.
Dave Rubin's the most patently unfunny human being ever.
He is. He's like the worst human being. I cannot believe that he has had so many guests agree to sit next to him for like over an hour and talk to him. That has to be worse than like drinking paint.
Yeah, he's criminally stupid.
Yeah. There's actually one interview. He was interviewing Larry King, and Larry King got a phone call in the middle of the
R.I.P..
interview. Yeah, R.I.P. I think it was like his son, and you can tell that Dave is like pissed off that he's like on the phone with his son. He talked to him on the phone for like 2 minutes.
I think I remember that.
That was awesome. That's like the only way he could have redeemed himself for going on Dave Rubin's show, which I don't know. Maybe it's like, hey, maybe Larry knows him. He's like, oh, your uncle's my friend. Sure, I'll do this podcast.
They're both Jews. So.
Yeah.
Probably related.
What else we got from Crowder? Okay, we've got this time.
I don't know. Has he done more trans stuff, or is that like an annual thing for him that he
I don't
dresses
know.
up like a woman? Or
Probably.
I don't think he understands. It's funny when Bugs Bunny does it because
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny is an icon, an American icon, and a hero of mine.
Yeah.
But when he does it, it's incredibly gay. And
'Cause
the point
Bugs
he's
Bunny-
trying to make is stupid.
Yeah, and Bugs
Whatever
Bunny
it is.
doesn't look like he's really into it. You know, he doesn't have to pretend like he's not secretly into it, where Steven Crowder sometimes kind of does.
Yeah.
I think when he gets the makeup on and everything, he's like, ooh, I kind of do. Ooh, okay, let's go do this. Let's go record this. Oops, messed up the take. Gonna have to do it again.
I could kick his ass probably, don't you think?
Probably, yeah.
Pussy.
Yeah. He'll reach for his little that little handgun on his desk, but you'll smack it out of his hand. You'll just have some makeup and like throw it in the corner of the room, and he runs to it. I don't know.
What was the reason he dressed up like a woman to prove how ridiculous? What was his
I think
point?
it was like he was like, well, you know, I'm against trans bathrooms because someone could get raped in there. So I'm dressed as a girl. I'm gonna go into the girls' bathroom. I'm gonna rape as many people I
Oh.
can before the cops get called.
Yeah, and then as he was raping him, he said, "Change my mind."
Yeah. Yeah. Can you please stop? I don't know. Change my mind.
He was born that way.
Yeah, I guess so. But you know what, though? Like, if you were to call out, you know, Mossad for the contracts, what are they going to do? Say he's mentally ill? He already dresses up like a girl all the time. Like,
Yeah.
what do they have against it? They're going to just have to kill him. They're going to have to do Operation Banana Peel immediately.
And then there's that time he went on Joe Rogan and they fought about weed or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
But what was the excuse afterwards that they were both drunk or something?
Yeah,
like they had
yeah.
a
And you can
video
tell,
apology.
You can tell by the way Joe looked. He's like, so what's like the thing you don't really like? The way Joe like brings it up, he was like, what's a political issue that you don't really have a strong stance on? And
Right.
And so then there's Steven Crowder. He was like, well, marijuana, whatever. And then they just like half the time Steven Crowder's just trying to like get out of the argument and discussion in general. But
yeah, that one's more on Joe probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember it right, Joe just kept bringing it up.
You would think that like he's like, I got this idea for the skit, dresses up and then like sees what he looks like. And then he's like, never mind, actually. This is actually the gayest thing I could have ever done. But he takes it and runs with it.
I don't think it's funny, though.
I don't either.
Unless it's Bugs Bunny, but still.
Yeah.
That's because it's a cartoon and I don't have to see an actual man dressing up as a woman.
This is like when I was a little kid. I remember one time my mom was at a friend's house and I had to hang out with this kid and I didn't even know him. But he had like a tent in his backyard. And so we're just like playing in the backyard and he goes, what if we went in that tent and showed each other our wieners?
Oh my God.
And I was like, no, that's gay. That's stupid. And he was like, oh, okay. But we were like 4 or 5,
Were you
6.
scared?
No, I was like, why would I show you my wiener? Why, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to look at your wiener. That's like Steven Crowder. Like, what if I dress up as a girl for this though?
Yeah.
Like, well, no, but thanks for suggesting.
The craziest thing is that he actually went through with a trans surgery and he got a pussy.
Yeah. Yeah, that a lot of people are calling that great journalism for him. So.
Which that may be the greatest. Yeah, that may be the greatest journalism ever.
Proof that the Pulitzer Prize
Pulitzer.
people on that cabinet, they have a liberal bias. Okay, some CNN anchor, he gets a Pulitzer Prize for plagiarizing. What about Steven Crowder, who literally is now trans? You know, to show how easy it is to become trans. Where's his Pulitzer Prize?
He's a role model to every trans person. He's much like Birdo. You know, we talked about Birdo a few episodes ago, I think, right?
We did.
The throat goat.
Yeah, Birdo Kreischer. Last night I watched that clip of him interviewing Adam Sandler.
Oh.
I also didn't realize he calls the movie Billy Madison Happy Madison.
Yeah, I know.
And then Uncut Gems, he calls it like Shiny Gems or something. He messes up like every single movie title.
He's truly dumb.
I loved you in Giant Nicky. Don't mess with the... I should have quit while I was ahead.
Yeah, Adam Sandler looks so visibly uncomfortable the entire interview.
Yeah. He looks like my dad when my dad is like talking to someone and he's trying to get out of the conversation as quickly as possible. There's no way to segue into this, but whenever I was like trying to find like shitty stand-up, I guess in Steven Crowder's defense with like being a terrible like stand-up comic, like you've got...
Wait, was he actually doing stand-up in that video? Or was he doing a thing and somebody interrupted?
I think, he was doing a thing and someone interrupted. But he always says he was a comedian. And like, I never found a special of his. Never
he
seen
was
him
an
do an open
Arthur.
mic. He what?
I said he was an Arthur.
He was an Arthur?
Yeah, the Aardvark. Arthur the Aardvark.
Was he really?
Yeah. He played maybe the fat bully one.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know what animal it's supposed to be.
Huh.
For a few seasons or something. Yeah, dead serious.
That's so crazy. I just have this
So
great...
that show's fucking hilarious. PBS crap.
Yeah. Chris D'Elia.
Oh boy.
That's what I am. It's so annoying when people say that.
This is him on Hollywood being like an elite. There's like an elite group of like pedophiles in Hollywood. This is a great clip.
People think something extra is going on in Hollywood.
But not really.
It's so annoying how dumb people are when people think something extra is going on in Hollywood. Like how it's like fucking, oh, well, you know that there's a fucking, a ring of pedophilia that people, oh, really, dude? Oh, there's a ring of pedophilia that the top producers know about and confide in each other in and keep kids and pass them around and fuck them? Oh, really, dude? Oh.
There's a reason why, like, I can watch Roman Polanski's movies after what he did. And, like, I hate Chris D'Elia so much.
Yeah, I do too. I think his entire brand is like being obnoxious and like loud and being gross and greasy. And also, in the irony of this was that he ended up
having like a sex cult or like that. Those are the allegations that he would
he was like recruiting young girls underage.
He'd make them like get tattoos.
Chris D'Elia is a pedophile?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. A pedophile? Chris D'Elia is allegedly a pedophile.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to end it on... Well, we're not going to end the whole thing. But yeah, he's fucking dumb. Although, the Eminem video is kind of funny.
I haven't seen the Eminem video.
The one where he's doing the Eminem impression. That's probably his like most viewed video, I'm sure. Everyone will know it, but you.
Of course I'm on torrent. I'm driving a Porsche over the floorboards over the 4 points while you're in the 4 Taurus, getting an abortion and a divorce at the same time to hear us affording.
Okay, I don't have anything to say to that.
Yeah, well, it's a good impression.
Yeah, yeah.
But if that may be the only funny thing I've ever seen from him. I remember him and Theo Vaughn, another retard I don't like. Dude. Oh, man.
You actually don't like Theo Vaughn?
I think he's like a huge liar. Like, I think he does a lot of the things that we do, and we just like say the bit, and then like because people don't know who we are, they just think it is, and so he's yeah, there used to be a retarded guy, and he used to suck our dicks, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he has a story for everything. So I don't know, but and I think he's not a very good interviewer, but he's funny when he goes on shows.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, he is.
But he does that at one with Brendan Schaub, who also sucks.
Oh yeah, I was thinking like when we have a Patreon, like watching his, I guess I feel like that'd be the most classical thing to do is like watch his stand up, because I've heard it's like the worst stand up special ever. Brendan Schaub.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Fucking Chris D'Elia though. Also, why is he so condescending about it? Like, wasn't it already pretty well known that like this was a thing?
Yeah, like the Me Too stuff.
Not even the Me Too stuff. No, I just mean like Epstein and like people fucking kids. Like obviously that's been like known.
I think that he was upset that like his stand-up special wasn't like gaining more traction. So I think that was his way to like signal to Hollywood, like, hey, look, I'll say anything. Look.
And then he got a job on The Good Doctor, the show about the autistic thing.
Yeah.
He was in season 1 of The Good Doctor.
Was he really?
Oh yeah, yeah. He played like he played himself
As a doctor?
No.
Damn.
He was the autistic. He was Freddie Highmore. That's his name, right? He was his neighbor.
Oh, gotcha. Really,
Who
dude?
just like comes over and like plays his PlayStation and does that shit. So that's like his whole character.
Damn.
So that's how he got that job, folks.
That's all he got. That's all he got for that clip.
You see this fond memory of early in our friendship, kind of Tiger King, Carol
what about
Baskin.
it?
Did you hear about the new? Hear the?
Oh boy!
God damn it! The big news is the big news is Carol Baskins. Remember they thought her Carol Baskin.
She like killed her husband or fed him. to the
they
tiger?
found her husband. Her husband's alive. The original husband's alive.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that did seem kind of one-sided, that documentary. I mean, I don't like Carol Baskin, or
Yeah,
but
she's crazy.
I guess they're both
I
crazy.
hate that they commercialized on it. That made me really hate they made that show, you know?
Yeah.
With what's her name from SNL, that stupid bitch. Dude, we're so negative.
Gosh. What's her
New rule. If
We
you're gonna
love
be
Bill
on
Maher.
Steven podcast, cut out the negativity. Steven, cut out the negativity. I gotta stop calling people stupid, but whoever I just said was stupid.
the girl who like would play Hillary Clinton?
Yeah. Kate McKinnon. She was in it. And I remember. And another woman played Joe, I think. But
Jim Carrey played Joe Biden.
Where is the tigers?
I don't like him either.
Yeah, I don't either.
Have you seen? Well, okay, like most notably the fucking Norm Macdonald, that episode when
He's
he
like
just goes
standing on the desk and he's like, "How's your coffee taste?" And he like kicks it off, and yeah, he's like obnoxious the whole time.
Well, and he just is this holier than thou bullshit all the time too. Where he's like, none of this matters. And it's like, yeah, it's true, but guess what? You still go to the fucking award shows,
Yeah.
and make an ass of yourself.
You're still accepting roles as a Dr. Eggman in the Sonic the Hedgehog's movie, so some of it matters.
You seen those?
Uh-uh.
Our old friend Nelson, our old short friend Nelson, has given those movies like 3.5s or 4s or something. He loves them.
I never liked Sonic, so I never liked the games. I think
never
they sucked.
had any, I don't think.
I played a few of them, and I was like, oh, so this is like your guys. This is like poor people Mario.
Yeah.
And it's been with that sense. But some of the Sonic fans are like die hard.
I mean, Sonichu.
Yeah, Sonic.
Wouldn't have Sonichu without Sonic, I guess.
That's true. All right. Is there anything else? Should we wrap it up? It'll be a shorter episode because.
God damn it. Well, it's on me. Hand up.
Why is it on you?
On God, it's on me because I didn't have like anything prepared.
Well, I mean, it's more on the battery SD card situation.
I went to a Looney bin this week, and I guess I don't have to say which one. I don't have to
That's
dox
true,
myself.
yeah.
But yeah, I went to an old psych hospital turned museum.
How was it? You got to go to the tunnels.
I got to go into this tunnel that connects it to all the other buildings, but it's like blocked off now. Like there's a huge wall at the end, but there's this tunnel you can go into, and all like on the left side, it's all kids art, and on the right side, it's the adults art for some reason. And it's just all these like crazy people. I don't want to. Well, what's sad about it is like, because we're gonna get sentimental right now, folks. What's sad about it is now like the Department of Corrections is in charge of all the hospitals and stuff, so they shut them all down, and they just basically made them like rehab, get in, get out shit. So now like these people that maybe had like schizophrenia are on the fucking streets instead of self-sustaining because they used to like make their own food while they're there. They could do art. They could have like some sense of purpose and meaning in life. And now
It's like, yeah, like you said, get in, get out.
yeah. Or you have to commit a crime. Your family
Yeah.
can't check you in.
So then was the museum, was it like, look at how bad they treated the patients, or was it more of like, this is
I think
what
it was a
used to
fair
be?
representation of the history of it because it had a lot of the crazy stuff too, like the lobotomy stuff. Like there's
Yeah.
that one lady who just got a lobotomy and then the doctor just like sent her in a taxi or a
Oh,
cab, taxi cab, like after he was done.
Damn.
And she lived, and like some of these people lived, but yeah, there's like a lot of horrible practices too. So, and then what was weird too is, well, I won't go into that part, but I was going to say the other parts of the museum, but then I might be too.
That's cool though, because I'm always like off put about going to any museums because of how they portray certain things, like it just having it be like one sided, like, and that's like part of it. The other part is like having it has to go through this like filter of like History Channel lens, you know. So I don't know. Very few things in museums are exciting to me when it's like, here's what one knife in a glass container would look like from the War of 1812, and I don't understand how people can just be so obsessed with museums. Like,
One of the crazier things was somebody had like the disease, like Pica. I don't know if it's called Pica disease, Pikachu. I don't even know. I guess that's probably how it's pronounced, but I've heard of it before. But it's like when you're not eating nutrients and shit, so you'll just start eating like dirt. Like people will have this. Like a lot of kids will do it if they don't have like nutrients. They'll start eating like
dirt cookies, African dirt cookies.
Yeah. But this lady, they had everything that was in her stomach in this like huge display. And I'll just read some of the stuff. There's 450 nails, 42 screws, 9 bolts, and then a bunch of other random shit. Oh, there's some grapes though. So that's good. She was doing something. Thimbles, safety pins.
Was this like at the time of her death all at once, or was it like they'd take it out and like save it?
That's actually a good question. I'm guessing she had to have died because, I mean, look at that.
My gosh.
It's just
That's like, that literally looks like in the, like, you know, the Suicide Squad movie when Jared Leto Joker's like laying on the ground and there's all those knives. That is what that looks like.
And then another great one too, and I mean, honestly, we're just dogging ourselves. Who cares? Was one of the prisoners, and I kind of don't believe the story on this, collected 100,000 cigarette packs thinking that he would get a new wheelchair. And so like, they ended up honoring it, even though that wasn't agreed upon. But I do kind of think that they probably just made some crazy person be like, hey, it's fucking dirty out here and we don't want to clean, so you do it.
Will you give me a wheelchair? And they're like, yeah, just clean it up, see what happens. He's like, these are the new soda tabs.
Or like the other thing too is like just the women, like sometimes they had like a report, like a woman that got checked in. It's like she's having like thoughts basically. It's just like she's excessively worried about the kids and stuff like that. So it's basically probably just like a woman going through menopause, honestly. Because and she was 38, so I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All right. This was a shorter episode thanks to our SD card getting full. So shall we? Shall we? All right. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like the video if you liked it. Sir Michael Caine, thanks for the mention, and Robert De Niro. Hope to be doing a little
Collab.
Yeah, collab soon. So see you later.
Steven X De Niro.